What's going on, everybody? We're back. Back again. Back to the future. This is 14113? 14133?
14113.
Oh, there it is on the photo. 14113 Rucker Street in Azle, Texas.
Correct.
This is right across from the lake.
Yep.
There's some nice houses. There's some mobile home not nice houses and some mobile home nice houses.
Interesting area for sure, but
oh yeah,
literally across the street from the lake, which is nice.
Yeah,
super nice.
Location pretty solid. It is what it is. It's Azle, if you know anything about Azle, but it.
Trace knows a lot about Azle.
Yeah. Trace, he lives there.
He does.
So as you can see, let's get into it. Needs a new roof, a lot of paint and trim on the front.
Mm-hmm.
I love the homemade screened-in patio.
Yeah, it's an interesting property for sure. Reason we flipped this one is had a really good price point on it, and we like the location. We're convinced in 5 years this area is going to be dynamite, but we're a little ahead of the curve, but we're helping get it there. So yeah, like Jeremy said, needs a new roof. The siding, there was some rotted siding that we had to replace.
Man, are those new windows?
There are new windows in
wow.
it, yes. I think it did need a little bit of work to seal a couple of them, but new windows overall, which was also at least nice since it needed everything else. Siding, paint, everything, had central HVAC installed, but no condenser unit, no furnace, so had to basically redo the system.
Yeah.
And that was about it. So we'll get into it here.
Yeah, so not bad overall. He's got siding here, vegetation growing over. We always trim that back. You
Definitely.
can see the trim pieces up top too, or at a minimum needing paint, but more than likely scraped down, caulking, or just replacing. But
correct.
Did all that.
Yeah, definitely. Got
nice
in the back here, a little bit of the backyard. Actually, there's this nice kind of, could be nice. It's a side deck here. It looks better than this in person, I swear. But got it all cleaned off. All the junk has been removed. But
what did they do with that? Did they paint it?
I honestly can't remember.
I would
we'll find out.
Set a reminder and ask him.
Definitely. So could be a nice little side, patio there. In the backyard, as you guys can see, just junk all over. All of this has been taken care of. Also in the back, there are these couple of sheds that were kind of makeshift, also just kind of rotting. So had to get rid of those, of course, kind of spruce up the backyard and everything. Needed definitely a good bit of work. You can see the back of the house here. Had to replace the siding around this window right by the back door. Paint, everything, kind of like we already said. It needed 100% a good bit. I'm sure Cameron looked at it when she was there, but when I go, I'll definitely take a look at it. But we'll make sure that looks good by the time we get photos.
Yeah, this place needed a lot of work.
Definitely a lot.
We got a decent price on it.
Mm-hmm.
The price gets less and less better as rehab goes on.
This is the first time Jeremy's looked through all the photos. When you go inside, it's not as bad as the outside. That is what I'd say. It still needed a lot, and as we opened everything up, it needed more and more, I would say. What was interesting about the inside is, and thank God I didn't know this when I was there because I would never have stepped foot in the house again, is that it was basically infested with ticks, fleas, and spiders. Had an exterminator go out, set off, basically he grenaded the house, as our contractor Sterling said. Yeah. Threw grenades all throughout it and basically just killed everything. I think
so that's the landlord. You could see we purchased this home from Santa Claus.
Yep, exactly. So overall, the flooring wasn't terrible. The new windows are kind of a nice draw. Cosmetically was much more sound, I would say, as opposed to the exterior.
Yeah.
Got a bedroom here. Really the rooms, we just did new paint and flooring in the rooms and stuff. Could kind of get away with that stuff. Got the kitchen here. With the kitchen, cabinets were super weird. I can't remember if Cameron did the quote on it, but we either replaced them or we completely sanded them down and painted them. New countertop, stuff like that looks significantly better in here. New appliances, of course, as well.
Cabinet.
Yeah.
Surely they took that out.
Yes.
We got to see what happened up there too.
Yep, definitely. And we do have some photos which you and I can go over after. Bathroom here really overall wasn't in the worst shape. Obviously when this junk gets out of it, it looks a lot better, but just kind of cleaned it up, did whatever we needed to do, some grout work, stuff like that. Let's see here. What I will say, it's an interesting house. They did have, and I think it was a very long time ago because it fit in seamlessly, but The square footage on the tax records did not add up to the square footage here. It really seemed like it was a 2-bed, 1-bath on the tax records, and I believe it was like 900 square feet. With the addition, definitely looking more, with a 3rd bedroom, looking more, 1,000 to 1,050 square feet, somewhere in there, which we are
Good.
getting measurements on today. 3rd bedroom in the back here. You guys will see some interesting flags back here, but this flooring honestly wasn't too bad.
That one's pretty bowed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what was replaced and left. And that
Well,
kind of looks like a pentagram over there.
Yeah, it was, I think, one of those anarchist symbols. They're not the best tenants.
Yeah, they're straight
I wish I could
Antifa.
zoom. I wish I could zoom in on that. That's a funny photo.
Might have to
you
blur
guys,
that one out.
I know, yeah, we'll blur that one out, but it's an interesting flag for
Yikes.
sure. I got a better look at it here. I swear that's one of those anarchy logos.
Yeah, isn't that Antifa's sign?
Very well. We're gonna have to look it up after
We
this.
may have had a tenant that was Antifa, and then they got the don't
Yeah,
tread
they don't
on
have
me.
a "Don't tread on me."
in another room.
The
That is
pledge,
amazing.
a lot of interesting stuff. They were an interesting, just really overall interesting cats.
Weird,
but
man.
had a little utility
Weird.
room here. Of course, we textured this, everything painted, looks significantly better.
Good.
But did have washer and dryer hookups, which is awesome.
Ooh. Yeah, this one is. I mean, this is like a 9, 8.5 out of 10.
I would
at
say
least.
definitely,
Probably 9.
definitely. Another bedroom here. So again, 3-bed, 1-bath. It's funny because the interior did need quite a bit of work, but whenever I pulled up to this thing, I was convinced it was going to be studs inside. I couldn't believe someone was living there the way the exterior looked, but
If I'm not mistaken, that's like a handicap.
like
walker
no, that's
toilet.
a walker toilet or like one of those shower seats. I don't know exactly. It was an interesting place.
We'll throw that in when we sell it.
Definitely. But
Yikes.
again, we kind of liked the area. Definitely needed a good bit of work. And, we did have the spread on it to make it happen. And we have good contractors. So
Yeah.
that always
We'll see what
helps.
happens.
Yep, definitely.
It's gonna look good, yeah, and we should. We're gonna price it at what, 170.
Mm-hmm.
So
Correct.
170 in Azle, right by the lake. Just keep it. No reason to get greedy, and get it turned and burned, because this has some quirks for sure.
Definitely.
Well, I'm very curious to see how the end result turns out.
Yes, sir.
That one needs a lot of work. I would say there's a lot of wisdom here that's pretty point blank obvious. But what words of advice would you give our millions of viewers?
I'm drawing a blank on this one. You're putting me
Wow.
on the spot. I don't.
First and
I
foremost, we're never buying another house from Santa.
can't.
Second, maybe not even in Azle.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I like the kitchen. I mean, that looks pretty open.
I think you guys will be very
Canvas.
surprised by the after photos. It looks significantly better. Looks
Alright.
really much like a brand new house. Painted exterior, of course. It's pretty much a full rehab, and we got it done for a pretty good price whenever you think about how much we did. So
Yeah, relatively speaking.
mhm.
Yeah,
So,
I'm curious to see what everything nets out, but I'm really more curious of the market activity.
yeah,
Because
definitely.
things are picking up. If we have it priced good, it moves pretty well. But if you overprice right now, it's gonna sit.
Mhm. And for example, for the 2913 Eastridge property we were sub 200 on that list price as well.
Mm-hmm.
Got a ton of traction on that, so I'm curious to see at this one at listing it at 170 right by the lake.
Mm-hmm.
How does Azle compare to Haltom? We'll see what happens.
No contest.
Yep.
But it should, that price point. Where can you find a home that nice for 170 grand?
Yep, correct.
That's got 3 bedrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Not maybe the North Pole, I guess. All right. Well, we appreciate you guys listening. We will be back with the next episode, and I think we're gonna walk it. Actually, is that right? We'll go out there and spend a day and go eat that El Paseo in Hazel.
There you go.
All right. Well, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.